Shalom all. Ariel Bar Tzadok here from the Kosher Torah School at koshertorah.com. Tonight is Monday night, April 30th, 2018, and it's very unfortunate that I have to do now a video, not so much to teach the holy teachings of our Kabbalah from our Torah traditions, but unfortunately to have to make public a very terrible, terrible event that has recently happened with regards to our coming move to Allentown, Pennsylvania, and to unfortunately have to expose something very, very bad. It has been brought to my attention that there are elements in the Allentown Jewish community who are apparently extremely very anti-Sephardi and are making every effort to spread lies and Chilul Hashem, a terrible disgrace of the sanctity of everything that we hold sacred. You see, I'm very emotional about this. In trying to spread, what we call Lashon Hara and Rechilut, lies about what our Kosher Torah School is all about. And I tried to make it very clear to certain parties that any kind of anti-Sephardi prejudice will never, ever, ever be tolerated. I am an American. I was raised in a Sephardi family. I am very proudly a Talmid of the Porat Yosef Yeshiva in Eretz Israel, in Ir Atika. I was a Talmid of Hacham Shalom Kohen, who is now the head of Shas. I personally knew Rav Ovadia Yosef. I personally knew Hacham Shalom Asas. I knew all these great Hachamim. And I have my Tu'udat Hora'ah, my Smicha Yoreh, from one of the great Rabbanim, Rabbi Yaakov Peretz. And I will not in any way be apologetic for teaching the Torah of the Hachamei Edot Mizrach. And God bless us, God be willing, we are going to come into Allentown. And we are going to teach, whether the people there like it or not, the great and holy Torah of our Sephardic sages. We're going to teach the Torah of the Ben Ish Chai, Rabbi Yaakov, Rabbi Yosef Haim of Baghdad. We're going to teach the Torah of Rabbi Yaakov Abu Chatzera, the great rabbis of Morocco, of Rabbi Falaji. We're going to teach Rabbi Haim Vital. We're going to teach Rabbi Avraham Abu Lafia. And we teach this all within the proper context of Torah and mitzvot, ma'asim tovim. Because, no, somebody accused us. It was very, very offensive. It was a busha. They accused us of being what? A cult? How horrible, terrible, a chilul Hashem, that somebody should say such a thing. And I understand the nature of prejudice. I have myself experienced prejudice as a Sephardi all my life. When I was a young man in Porat Yosef in Yerushalayim, once I sat on a bus, and this old Ashkenazi gentleman sat down next to me, started to speak to me in Yiddish. And I said to him, Mechila Adoni, ani lo medaber Yiddish. I said, excuse me, sir, I don't speak Yiddish. He said, what kind of Jew are you that you don't speak Yiddish? I said, Mechila, ani Sephardi. He said, I told him I'm Sephardic. He looked at me with a sneer at the edge of his nose. He got up and sat on the other side of the bus. I remember when they were trying to build a Sephardi shul on land that was already owned by the Sephardic Kehillah in a big city here in the United States. I'm not going to mention, I don't want to identify and embarrass people. The certain elements of the Ashkenazi community went to war to force them not to build a shul. And they were outright, speaking out loud with their prejudice against Sfaradim. And it's a terrible, terrible Chilul Hashem. We are coming to Allentown, and we are going to teach the true Torah. We're going to teach a Torah of Yichud, of unity. We're going to open our doors in Ahavat Yisrael, it means the love of Israel, to all the Jewish community. I will not tolerate differences. As a person who has been subject to prejudice, and look at me. You see me. Am I a person of color? I look like everybody else, and still the prejudice is there. This is a terrible, terrible Chilul Hashem. Not all Ashkenazim are like this, you should know. Most Ashkenazim are decent, Yirat Shemayim, God-fearing people. But you have certain people who are what we call Amei Aretz. They are ignorant of the true teachings of our Holy Torah. They stay in their small little world of what they know and understand. And all the rest they speak Lashon Hara against. And this is a terrible Chilul Hashem, like I say. Well, we're going to teach people. And we're going to open our doors in the spirit of Ahavat Yisrael to everybody who wants to come. Ahavat Yisrael, Ahavat Briut. That means I open my doors to everybody who wants to come and study Torah. That is what we call Kiruv, drawing people to the great closeness and beauty of our Holy Torah. I've been doing this for 25 years. What I have done in my work, it speaks for itself. Our koshertorah.com website speaks for itself. My books speak for themselves. I will not tolerate any kind of prejudice. I don't tolerate here on my Facebook page. I do not tolerate people calling names. And I know these people who are saying that. I've already been told their names. I will not mention any names because that would make me as guilty as they. No. We do not do this. We do not spread names. We do not lie. We do not tell stories. If we want to walk the way of Torah and mitzvot and ma'asim tovim, that means that you have to live up to it. Rabbi Chaim Uital, the great and holy Mikubal, wrote as the Hakdama, the introduction to the Sefer Sha'arei Kedusha, paraphrase, Midot Kadmon LaMitzvot, meaning proper character must be a prerequisite for the observance of the commandments. In the words that the Ashkenazim know, you have to be a mensch. You have to be a true mensch. Don't you dare call yourself a Talmid Chacham if you are not learned in the ways of our Torah. Don't you dare call yourself a Talmid Chacham if you are going to violate the Torah and the mitzvot, in the worst mitzvot, the worst averot of speaking Lashon Hara and Rechilut. This is something that must never ever be tolerated. Yes, with the blessing of Hashem, we are going to come, we're going to teach, we're going to be inclusive, and we're going to open our doors. And if people are frightened about that because of their politics, they think that we're out to steal their congregants. No, we're out to steal nothing. Chas v'shalom. This is not the derech of Torah. Torah, the derech of Torah, the way of our Torah is Achdut, Ahavat Yisrael, V'ahavta Re'echa Kamocha. We recite these words every day, but we have to live them every day. L'man Hashem, it's not enough that you just have some books of Torah on your bookshelves. You have to live the Torah. And if you are not living Torah, then you don't have Torah. Be'ezrat Hashem, when we come to town, this is exactly what we're going to teach. And I invite the entire Allentown, Pennsylvania community, come and see the rich and beautiful flavor of the Torah, the Edot Mizrach. You will find it beautiful. You will find it transformational. You will find it so enlightening, so desirable, that you're going to want to embrace it for yourselves. I don't want to take you away from your present rabbis, your present shuls, but b'vakasha. We're not there to cause pirut, separation. We're there to create achdut, unity. So this is my public message to those people out there who are violating the Torah and thinking that they're being religious. Titbayesh. You know what that means. Titbayesh. Asur ledaber lashon hara. Asur ledaber rechilut. Ze oseh lecha rasha o poshea. Titbayesh. Tachazor b'tshuva. No, I'm not going to translate. Let them listen to my words. Let them deal with it. We are going to teach the derech of the Edot Mizrach. And all the prejudice that's out there, we'll face it. We'll face it like Bnei Torah. We'll face it in the spirit of Ahavat Yisrael. We'll do the best that we can. But for those of you who are already in Allentown, you want to know who I am? You want to know what our school is about? KosherTorah.com has been around for 25 years. My books are readily available. All the teachings of my Torah in Pshat, in Sod, are all available for you to learn. I welcome you. Come, judge for yourselves. But do not listen to the evil slander of people who have malicious intent for their own things. This is Busha. I've already sent a message to these people. Please contact me. Make shalom. If they don't want, that's their problem, because we're still going to do what's right. So Be'ezrat Hashem, I say this to you with a very sorrowful heart. You say I'm very emotional. I'm mumbling over my own words, because this is such a ka'ev lev, hurting the heart. when you see people in the name of Torah act so disrespectfully toward it. This is not good. And I hope and I pray that this message of Ahavat Yisrael, of Kavod HaChamim, of Kavod HaTorah, of Achdut HaPardes HaTorah can be welcomed and received by all. So, Be'ezrat Hashem, that is what I hope. So thank you all again for listening. I'm your host, Ariel Bar Tzadok, soon to be of Allentown, Pennsylvania. And we're going to teach the Torah of the Edot Mizrach. We're going to bring you the greatest wealth of all the beautiful of the Sfaradim, of the Torah Tasod. And you're going to see how it is such of a great value to make your Jewish lives so much more enriching and fulfilled. And we're not in competition with other rabbis or such petty shtuyot nonsense. We're here to complement, not to contradict. Thank you again all for listening. We'll see you all next time. Ariel Bar Tzadok here. Shalom. Am I ending the video? I think I'm ending it. Okay. Now it's shalom. Bye-bye.